phase a little bit. You could try that. From my experience, is it Mastercam works the smoothest if you open up the Mastercam file and then take the program from your flash drive and drag it over to the program after it's already open. When you start saving it like this, if you save it to the desktop, for example,
But I can't save it to this desktop, it erases everything. I can't save it to this desktop because it erases everything.
Well, let me get you the rest of the story here. So, if you save it to the desktop, it'll have quicker access back and forth for saving and pulling it up. Just remember to go to the desktop and save that file to your flash drive before you leave. If you are in Mastercam and you're going back and forth saving to your flash drive, that's where I've seen it have some issues sometimes. Not that you will, but if you do, try to isolate, how far Mastercam has to go to get the program or to save it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
A little bit?
So save it to the PC and then go back and save it to the flash drive?
Yeah, later on when you're all done, take it, so right now I'm going to go desktop, make sure it's desktop, and I'm going to call it temp, I'm going to click on save, and for the moment I'm just going to minimize this stuff, and I'm going to look for it. Here's my drive. That's why I like putting it on the desktop so I can find it. If you were to open it, so okay, it's not going to open that way. If I was to hold the Windows key down on the left hand side of the keyboard and push the E, this is Windows Explorer, and at this point I could come in here and open up my flash drive and then just drag and drop, copy it right over to the flash drive.
So if I right click it, or how do I have to do that?
Let me see. So do the Windows E, Windows button E, there you go. And where's your flash drive? Okay, and then just drag it over to your flash drive.
Is that right here or where?
That's what you do right before you leave. Make sure you got a copy of it. So you can't follow along? Make sense?
And I should be able to click it now and it should open?
No, you'll have to open it with, we may have to open it with Mastercam, because I just tried to open mine and it didn't recognize, so we're gonna have to look at that. But when you post it out the very first time you post it, it automatically opens it with this code editor program. So you may have to look for, let's see, start, so here, if you want to open it up, what you may need to do is, let's try it. Let's see, I'm going to close mine. So if I right click, it doesn't say open, it says open with. And it says, how do you want to open this? Notepad? I don't want Notepad. I want to look for more stuff. And let's open it, give us an option to browse. So it's not directing to the software I want. So if I open up the software first, go to your window down here, look at your programs, find Mastercam 2020, click on the yellow folder, and we're looking for Code Expert. See Code Expert right there? It opens up here, and now we can open up our little NC program. Kind of like when you're opening up your file, open up Mastercam first, and then bring your file from the USB over to the computer.
So, you open Microsoft Word. Can you click the?
Let me do that again?
Yes, click.
My code expert doesn't pop up.
So let me know how far you guys are at. Let's see, we're gonna open up, did you find Mastercam 2020?
Master. Yes.
Okay, and then go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Code expert. Right here.
I didn't have that one.
You don't have that one?
I did not.
Did you
Mine
find
has it, but mine doesn't open.
Is blank on mine?
What?
Blank.
Oh yeah, that's what it should be. Yep.
All right.
Look at our toolpath.
But mine's blank now. Like 10.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's kind of reset the clock here. Let's go back to Mastercam. Okay. We're going to select everybody, and this happens if you can't find your program. This is what we'll do. We'll select all the.
Oh, never mind, I found it.
Did you find it?
I went to file and then I looked it up and it popped up.
Okay, so let me catch up with you then.
Code expert. Blank, and then you go to file.
Yeah.
Oh, how'd you do that? 'Cause,
He just moved
So
the.
I
program.
grabbed the folder here and I just drug it over to
oh,
here.
okay.
So everybody has
Yes.
their code on here. Now look at mine here for a second. Notice the first toolpath, face to clean, and profile. It just blends right into itself. It keeps on going. So I would like it to stop in between the toolpaths. So to get it to stop, what I'm going to do is go into Mastercam, and we use the 1/2" end mill on facing, and then when we get ready to use it for profiling, I open up the parameters, the tool
Profiling?
on profiling. I go to tool, and right here it says force tool change. Force tool change. I'm going to click that box. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to regenerate it. I'm going to select everybody, post, save it as temp, overwrite it, and gotta go find my program. Notice now at the profile section, I've got a tool change and a restart. And more importantly, right before that, I've got the M1 right there.
On the post, you overwrite when it says on the first box?